As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game. So on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it. You do go through it. And in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cincinnati.
On the option left, it's Burrow. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
On 1, ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Gun.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
That's good for our Bengals. First down. A gain of 15.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right? And on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
The quick slant cut. Touchdown. Jamar Chase from 8 yards out. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bengals 21, Steelers 14. Evan McPherson, the kickoff.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Caught. It's Wilson.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. A run straight ahead with Achane. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Off play action. Howard. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed.
Half the 60. Half the 60.
Achane gets it from the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Achane. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Powering forward. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. And so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Pat Fryermuth, 27 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back. Taking it right down Broadway. He may go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Steelers 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On the handoff, it's H.N. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Operating from the gun. Howard looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Wow, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Back to the ground, HN. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. HN. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there's definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Fine, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by All. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bengals.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 11 MT, 11 MT.
And they go play action now. Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
1-1, ready? Here we go. Cut. 180. 180.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. That one caught by all, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
11 mighty.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up second and
I think we all
4.
suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Howard from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Out of the gun now on third down. Complete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
Dances by at the 20. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
11. Stop.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted all time. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And his throw here is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 37.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
Now he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Howard.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Able to find Higgins.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
20, 5, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Taj Brooks
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's one. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. DK Metcalf, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but in today's NFL, I wouldn't want to play defense. Too many great receivers and guys who are accurate who can get them the ball. We've seen the result, days like this one.
Looks good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at about the 38. He continues to be dominant running the football. I mean, keep feeding him, right?
Yeah, you should, because what he's put up already is really like a 2-game total. Give him a lot of credit, but give the rest of the offense credit as well. The big guys up front and the receivers on the perimeter, everyone's getting involved blocking people downfield.
On first and 10, it's Brooks. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Levi Onwuzurike picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
Here we go. Right 80. Right side.
Here's Burrow, setting up to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Pass taken in by P-Line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Burrow will throw. That's to his tight end all. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first and 10, here's Brown. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Let's get set.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Right in.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Once with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
42. Bengals 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, nice move.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Open man is Yoshibas.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Burrow looking to pass. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Up the middle with Brooks here. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Still going. Inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taj Brooks, 61 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 56 yards. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Looks good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Steelers 49, Bengals 42.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Around 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the fourth, and a very critical drive upcoming. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now it's Burrow. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Howard.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Howard.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. For the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
He'll try and do this himself.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Howard. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Warren. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Howard. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A short throw there, pulled in by all.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow.
And a quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Can. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
He's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
A handoff for Warren.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Dances by at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
On 2.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Stop.
A final shot now for Burrow. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.